The Jones change. Really cool change. We explained this on the trilogy. It was on disc 3, everything else. However, we explained it wrong. This came as a pretty big surprise to us. We didn't realize this until about 3 days after the release when we started getting emails from all the customers, and they were like, Dave, what's up? I love the Jones change, but you explained it wrong. So I popped the disc in and watched it, and the good news is I did explain the technique right. It is correct. So if you learned it wrong, well, you'll be happy to know that it's a very simple matter to correct the issue and actually change the card. And that's what this video is for, to actually reteach the Jones change correctly. So even if you didn't buy the trilogy, this is a freebie. You're welcome to learn it. I hope you guys enjoy it and maybe check out one of the other discs. So let's get into it, the Jones change. So what does it look like, the Jones change? Well, I'm going to show you. You take a card, give it a spin like that, and it changes. As you can see, it's more of a one-on-one type change. It happens pretty fast, and it has a nice smooth rhythm to it. So it suits the other tricks and flourishes on the trilogy. I hope you like it, and I hope you now want to learn it. If so, we're now going to get into the explanations. So let's get started. All right, so let's get into the explanation. I'm going to break this down step by step and try to be as clear as possible. If you've already learned the technique from the trilogy, you can just skip ahead and watch the very last phase and see how the change actually happens. If you haven't seen it or you haven't watched the trilogy, then, well, we're now going to begin. So to start, you need to get a break beneath the top 2 cards. The easiest way to do this is to just push over those cards with your thumb. Your little finger is going to get inserted beneath that second card, just like so, as you pull those cards back, maintaining the break between those cards with your little finger, just like so. This is going to easily allow you to come over with your right hand and pick up those 2 cards as one. It should look like one card. It's essentially a double lift. That's what you're doing. So your right hand comes over, your middle finger is going to contact the upper right corner, the thumb contacts the lower left corner, like so. Now an easy way to remember how you grip this card is you're gripping it at the pips. Just make sure you're holding it at the corners with the pips on it. That's all you're doing. So you come over and pick it up. Now, everything from this moment on happens in your right hand. So I'm going to take the left hand away and just focus on the actions of the right hand, the actual change. So let's get into that. So with your index finger, you want to contact that upper edge, like so. And you're going to pull it back towards you, spinning the card between your thumb and middle finger until it's face up. Now notice the index finger is still curled. That's important. You're going to push down on that card. Now you can see it's still spinning. Now you extend it, thus turning it 360 degrees around. Let me do that again. So you're going to pull that top edge towards you. Your index finger curls in, push down on that card, and extend the index finger back out again, rotating that card around. So this is a cool little flourish you can use anytime. You don't have to use it with this change, but that's the basic action of spinning the card. So you know how to spin the card, like so. The next phase is adding rhythm to the spin. What I mean by that is making it look like more than it actually is. This is this action here. So basically all you're doing, in addition to this, is rotating the wrist and turning the hand palm up. Let me show you what I mean. As you pull back that edge with your index finger, your hand is going to turn palm up. Now by the time your hand is palm up, that card should be turned 360 degrees. You should have completed this action by the time your hand turns palm up. So just like this. So you've rotated that card 360 degrees. The hand is turned palm up. Now the next phase is turning the hand 90 degrees. And this is where the change is going to take place. But as you do that, you're going to rotate the card another 180 degrees back around. Now this is the same exact action as this. you're just going in reverse, halfway. That's all you do. So as you can see, your index finger curls in. As it curls in, it naturally starts to turn that card. When it reaches here, you just come up and push out, turning it face up again. And that's it. It's very simple. If you got this down, you can easily just do that. That's all you're doing. Once again, that's all you're doing. So from here, your hand turns palm up. You rotate your hand 90 degrees as you do that. That's it. That's all you do. Now you're ready to do the change, which is what I'm going to get into next. So before we move on, let me just show you a performance view of what we've learned thus far. Okay, let me slow it down for you. Okay, so we've broken that down. You should be able to do that by now. I would not suggest moving on until you can do that. From here, you're actually going to do the change. So let's get into that now.